Alright guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be playing two rapid games where I'll be explaining my thought process as best as I can. Game is going to be entertaining and very instructive, so stick around. You are going to learn a lot from the games, and without further ado, let's get the games rolling. Let's go for the King's Pawn opening. Our opponent is going for the Sicilian, and I love to play the Smith-Morra Gambit just to avoid the main lines of the Sicilian. Avoid all kinds of main lines of the Sicilian. Okay, I think let's go here, then develop and castle. Let's develop this and then castle. Maybe we see a move like this, trying to take advantage of the pin here. Okay, my opponent doesn't go for that. Let me castle. They can capture here and I will have 3 isolated pawns, but I think it's worth it for the bishop pair. I think it would be worth it for the bishop pair. And this is the only active piece they have, so let's see what they are going to come up with. I suspect they just want to hop in the knight here. Let's do this. Let's cement this here and maybe hop in here. And see if we can land the knight over here. If my opponent push forward now, I have 1%. I'm looking to ask them this question, but I think I would like to move away before I ask that question. I don't think I am interested in allowing my opponent capture here. Okay. Game is changing. Let's say I go here. Looks like my opponent is going to play a move like this. And by the time they play a move like that, their question is, Justice, how are you going to defend this pawn? Mind you, I have a rook here. I have a knight there that is interfering with maybe defense like this. I can't even defend like that because of this annoying bishop. So I think I want to go for this pin instead. Let's pin this. Okay, maybe my opponent can go here. Makes sense. But the moment they play a move like this, I think I'm going to hit them with this move. So maybe they trade here first. So maybe they trade here and then go here. But then I think I have this move and I should be fine. So let's see what my opponent is going to come up with. Okay, what if they push here? I just capture. And that simply weakens the king side. I don't think they want to do that. But maybe they might have ideas of pushing here when I go back and then pushing here. But then I have my bishop here and my bishop supports my pawn. So maybe I won't be complaining in that scenario. Maybe that will be a good position for me. So, dear opponent, what are you going to play now? What are you going to play? Looking at this move. Okay, this is another move my opponent can consider. Hitting this way. That move seems to remove all the drawbacks that comes with this move. They achieve the same goal, but this move actually removes the drawback as I don't have this to gain a tempo on the queen. Okay, that I didn't see coming. I love the 1% here. Do I really love it? I think I love it. I love it. Let's go for it. Don't like that. I don't think I want to capture here and allow my opponent all of that. I think instead I want to go here and allow my opponent the initiative. I mean, maybe just because this bishop is really not comfortable here, so they would love to move the bishop. And by capturing here, I simply help my opponent move their bishop. So instead, I think I want to play a move like this. Hit the queen. And if they capture here, I gladly capture here and I'm controlling this diagonal and I'm not complaining. Okay, I am not complaining. I have to watch out. Oh yes, I have to recapture. What am I thinking about here? Okay, where is this knight going? Is an evil knight going here? No, the evil knight can't go there. Okay, I think I am interested in this. If the knight goes here, that's a free knight and I'm happy to capture it. Let's go here again. Okay, they want to make sure the knight can land here safely. And I am interested in doing this. I think I'm interested in doing this. If my opponent captures, be my guest. At least I have the bishop pair for my trouble. I would have the bishop pair for my trouble. Although I have already lost a pawn. I gave up a pawn in the beginning of the game. So maybe adding that to the pawn I gave up is not something my opponent won't be happy to see. But they are having a hard time developing this. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. I go here. If I go, oh, I would love to go here instead. Let's go here. They want to push here, but they can't. This bishop is not comfortable as well. They can't develop the bishop here. I just capture it. So what can they do? Okay. They are interested in pushing pawn forward. And I am interested in saying, all right, you're not pushing the pawn forward. Let's go here. Hopefully I don't get myself trapped. Let's go there. And on the next move, I feel like going here, trying to pile up on this and win it. Or maybe I go here, force the bishop, force the knight back. Ah, that looks interestingly interesting. Okay, let's say I go here. Oh, the knight goes here now. The knight goes there. I feel like going here first, but I don't have that move. Let's go here. Let's develop our... Let's bring this rook into the action. If I go here, my opponent can just simply hop in here. And after the trade, that pawn would be hanging. So I have to waste another move trying to defend the pawn. Okay, my opponent goes there regardless. Okay, now I think I'm interested in this move. My opponent has to be careful not to get that rook trapped. I have to be careful not to get their rook trapped. Oh, they can capture here with check. Okay, makes sense. Okay, they don't, and since they did not, I'm looking at this move. Except the move doesn't work. That move just loses to this. Let's go here. All right, let's go here. Okay. Now I'm simply threatening to capture here and win this. Okay, but my opponent plays a very nice move. That's a nice move. Okay, now I'm looking at this, maybe trying to pile up on this. I'm looking at this, doesn't work. No, it doesn't. The knight controls that square, so it doesn't work. Okay, what if my opponent goes here? What if my opponent goes here? I don't think that works. That move doesn't work for one reason, guys. If my opponent goes here, I have the brilliant rook takes here. And if you capture here, I have a rook looking at their bishop. I have a bishop looking at their bishop, and I just grabbed here. So that move doesn't work. They can't play this move, and my opponent realizes they can't do that. And what else are they going to do now? Let's go here. My bishop pair is quite menacing. This bishop pair is really strong. I'm looking at this pawn. You don't have this move. Looks like they would like to play a move like this. Because I mistakenly pre-moved that. I'm looking at what if my opponent decides, okay, they can't push that. I just grab a rook for myself and then I push my pawn. Okay, I can't push my pawn. I lose the pawn if I push it. Okay, maybe I capture. Do I really want to capture? I don't think I would love to capture in that scenario, but my opponent is not going to do this. My opponent is not a blunder master, but let's see. Okay, when they go behind the pawn, if they go behind the pawn, I am tempted to go here next. If you go behind the pawn, I want to go here next. They can't go behind the pawn. I mean this. This is what I mean. If my opponent decides to block this way, I'm tempted to go here next. Ooh, that looks interestingly interesting. Okay, where is this going? Okay, I see where it is going. I see where it is going. If I capture here, which I don't think I want to do, I think instead I may be interested in moving here or just going here. Just going here. Proceed with my plan. Why not? My opponent wants to capture this pawn. Be my guest. What if I attack the knight? And by attacking the knight, I have a rook behind my pawn because my intention is to capture here. Oh, this rook is hanging, so I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, so what do I want to do? Where am I going? This is a move I'm looking at. But then maybe my opponent can go here. All right, let's attack this. Let's attack this. Was kind of worried about this move because I can't capture here, as that would be a fork or double attack, a skewer. What do you call it? This is not a high value piece, but that will just be an attack on two of my rooks, and I'll have to lose one. So let's see what my opponent is going to come up with. If they defend this way, I have this move. They have to be careful. This rook might get trapped. The rook might get trapped. And once I'm able to land this move, then I have moves like this. And the bishop will be supporting my pawn. So my opponent has to be very careful. If my opponent goes here, trying to repeat, I think I just go here. I just go here, go feast on this pawn. So dear opponent, what are you going to hit me with? If they want to go for this pawn, this knight should be trapped, okay, except it's not trapped. The knight can go here, can escape via this square. And, okay, told you guys, my opponent might be interested in repeating. But now this move just allowed me improve my position. I don't see the benefit of my opponent going for what they decided to go for. Because now my position is just improved. Mind you, this was my plan. Trying to attack this pawn was my plan. That's if my opponent had gone here. So by my opponent allowing me to play this move and repeating the position, just putting the knight here while allowing my rook here, I think it's an improvement for me. It's an improvement for me and I'm not complaining. What if they push forward now? Well, that's a free rook, so they can't push forward. Maybe they should have just gotten in and just grab the pawn. Grab their pawn, why not? Okay, I have to be careful because some discovered that check here might be very devastating. Let's say I capture here. No, I think I want to capture with my rook while being very careful. I have to be careful so that I don't get it with some nasty check that involves me losing my rook. But for now, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. So let's go here. All right. You see the idea behind the move? I see the idea behind that move. I'm going to lose this bishop. That's the idea behind the move, but all right. All right. I don't think I mind too much. Don't mind that. Maybe I should have gone here. That's more forcing. Instead of going for what I went for, I should have gone there. Trying to play a more forcing move. I thought my opponent was interested in this, and that's what they went for. I'm looking at this pawn. My opponent might be interested in moves. Okay. If my opponent can magically just bring the bishop here, they would be happy. All right. Can I push forward? I think I can. With ideas of pushing forward next. and then going here. All right, don't think I'm complaining about that. Okay, I saw that coming. Now I'm looking to go here. Looks like my opponent is lost now. Because the plan is just to deliver a check here. That's the plan. Okay. I think I can play this move and I should be fine. There's no more attack and my plan is simple. Go there. Oh, that plan seems not to work. Or does it? Does it not work? I think it works. I think it works. Because I'm going to capture here next. Force the rook over there. Then I come in here with a check. Then I come in here with a check. And if you don't capture, I just do this. If you don't capture, I capture your rook and I'm still going to promote. Wow, that's GG's. Right, it's time for game 2. I'm playing the checkmate master. Let's go for this. What is my opponent going for? Are we going to see... Okay, what do we have? We have the French defense on the board. Maybe, okay, my opponent is going for the Tarraj variation. I think I like to do this. And that's theory. Do I want to go back? Yes, let's go back. Let's do some theory over here. And then strike here. I expect that. And come in here. This is also a move. Maybe a move I don't want to go for. My opponent is setting up all kinds of attack here. Some kind of Greek gift sacrifice might be setting up. Okay, I'm looking at this move, which actually piles up on this. How many pieces do I have? I have several pieces attacking there. And it looks like I might win the pawn. And winning the pawn is what I'm going to go for. Looks like my opponent is going for some gambit. Looks like they're going for some gambit. All right, I feel like going here. And maybe that should be the best move. But what if I get it with this move? Am I not trapped? Then I go here. Right, and castling here should be something I'm looking for. I think I just want to go back here. Just want to go back here. But the moment I go back here, my opponent develops this with the tempo. What if I go here? Am I going to get it with this move? And if my opponent develops with the tempo, can't I just grab that? Let's go here. I know in this kind of position in the French defense, you don't want to be too greedy. I know that for sure. I'm also trying not to be too greedy. But if they hit me here and I have to move, I would grab a pawn. I would just grab a pawn. So now I'm up a pawn. The Greek gift sacrifice doesn't really work here because I have a bishop controlling this square. So let's see what my opponent is going to be up to. My intention is just to castle, stay away from trouble. Castle and stay away from trouble. What's the idea behind my opponent's last move? Is there any crazy idea behind that move? Okay, maybe my opponent is saying if you move here, I capture here. What does that even do? Let's castle. Let's castle. Maybe it's a waiting move, but I don't think it works. It doesn't. Right, I think I would love to strike here now. I have to still watch out for this, but I don't think it works. Not a sacrifice that works. I feel like going forward here does nothing. Okay, let's go here. If I go here, my opponent just plays this move, develop another piece with a tempo. Not something I really appreciate. And because I don't appreciate that, I'm going to go here instead. I'm simply ready to capture here. Well, maybe like this. But if I capture here, it comes with the threat of pushing forward next. So let's see what my opponent is going to play. Okay, now I think I want to do this for one reason. Comes with a tempo. Comes with a tempo on the rook. And maybe I'm looking at this then. Ooh. For a brief moment, I thought I had something there. It looks like I have nothing. let's say I push this forward, my opponent can capture. If I capture, they can capture, and all the trades, there's nothing going on. Okay, so what if I capture here first? What if I capture here first? My opponent is forced to capture. Ooh. I'm looking at what if I capture here? My opponent captures this way. And if I push forward, my opponent has this fork, which is really nasty. It is a very nasty fork. They have this fork. That will be a fork here and here. And that's a fork I don't really appreciate. I would love to push forward, but that will be giving up a pawn for no good reason. If I push forward, my opponent can capture. Okay, so I don't want to give up a pawn. So what do? I think I might be interested in going here. And that way I'm defending this pawn. And maybe I'm looking at opening here, which is not really a move I think I want to play. Because if I play a move like this, my opponent can capture, and my bishop would be sad. I will have a pawn that is sad. That will be a very sad pawn. Okay, that I think I am not unhappy with. That I may not be unhappy with. Moving this knight just allows me this capture. When you just capture a free piece, why not? So let's see what my opponent is going to come up with. I would love to push forward, but I can't. Okay, my opponent just allows me the free capture. My opponent just allows me the free capture. Let's go. Now, I'm up 2 pawns now. Position is still somehow in the balance. But I'm up 2 pawns, but I have a backward pawn here. So and if my opponent is able to win this pawn, position is not too good. But this pawn will just be a matter of time before this pawn drops. I wish I have some checks and forcing some trades, but I do not have. I'm looking at moves like this. I'm looking at moves like that, but then my opponent can go here, which I don't like. I'm looking at moves like this. Let's say I go here. And my opponent goes here. I think I'm just going to come here. And that simply forces trades. That will force a lot of trades. Okay. I'm looking at some sacrifice here. But I'm not buying it. Because this will be defended. Let's go. The rook will be defended. If the rook is not defended, this sacrifice might win my rook. But the rook would be defended. Okay, let's go here. That's what I'm talking about. If you sacrifice here, if the rook was not defended, when I capture here. Ooh, guys, I just blundered something. Or did I? I don't think so. The rook is defended, which is just good. Opponent has a check here, but I think I'm going to block this way. Opponent has a check here, but I'm going to block this way. Okay, looks like my opponent has asked for trouble. Maybe they thought they were going to win this, but you are not winning it. Now, if you capture, try to remove the defender. Okay, I can capture here. Can capture there, and I think I am chilling. Okay, so should I worry? If I go here, what should I worry about? We get it with a different check. So what if I block? What if I block? Okay, if I block. If I block this way, it looks like my opponent wants to go here, and that would be a nasty pin. Okay. If I go here, what should I worry about? This check. I don't like the check. Let's block. Let's block. I think I'm interested in this. If we can trade pieces, I don't think I'm complaining. If we can trade some more pieces, I don't think I'm complaining. All right, my opponent goes there. Let's go here. I am not shying away from trades. If we can trade the queens, the game is over. Game is over for my opponent. So let's see. They can give a check here. I just go back here and this is under attack. So let's see what my opponent comes up with. Here's the knight go in. Okay, maybe I didn't see that coming. Okay, I thought they would still want to preserve the knight and what have you. Now I'm looking to push my pawn forward and try to bring this into the game. Trading this is game over. They can't accept that trade. They can't. They just can't. But where are they going to move the queen? Okay, they move the queen there. I don't think I have a problem with that. Move allows me this. I don't think I have an issue with that. Oh, guys, what did I do? What did I just do? Can't believe this. Did I just hang a piece in one move? I was really interested in bringing this rook into the game. That was how I was able to do that. I wanted to just bring a piece into the game. Now I want to just start pushing forward. I want to start pushing forward. Forward, forward, forward. Let's go here first. As a move in the right direction. Block the king and the queen. Block the queen. Feel like just pushing forward. But maybe that might be asking for some level of trouble. So maybe we should do this. Just making sure this is defended when they come with their check. Did I just blunder? This move does nothing. I was looking, maybe I should have gone for this, but I don't think it does anything. I saw that coming. I have to block this way. Can I block a different way? If I go here, I lose my queen. If I go here, I still lose. So I can't go there. I need to block. And if I go here, they capture and go behind my pawn. So I can't do that. I have to play a move like this. So they are going to hit me with this check. I go here. Wow. I was commanding this position before I gave up my bishop for no reason. But let's see. I expect them to play this check. That's something I expect. Okay. Should I worry about this check? I don't think so. And I'm also threatening to just push pawn, to keep pushing pawns. Okay, I feel like pushing forward here, but looks like a move that doesn't do much. Okay, maybe we go here. Opponent can give me a check here. Can give me a check here. I think I go forward again. Wow. Talk about a crazy position. If I could magically just bring my king here, if I could magically bring my king here, I would be chilling. But my opponent is okay. If I push there, they have this move. So let's push here instead. I'm running out of time. I need to move with very limited time on the clock. Not really easy. 1 minute 41 seconds. I think my pawns are going to take me to victory, but my king is very vulnerable. My king is extremely vulnerable. If I get it with this check, can I go back? Okay. Let's go forward. I can promote. Oh, I should have gone here. I thought maybe it doesn't work. Probably doesn't work. If I go here, my opponent can give a check here. But then I block. Let's try to stay away from the chaos that's coming. I'm simply threatening to push forward now. So my opponent has to go behind that pawn. My opponent has to go behind the pawn. I have to go behind the pawn. And they have to be careful which piece they put behind the pawn. I have to be careful which piece you put behind the pawn. I think this pawn is going to be on time to support this pawn, and I should win. So what is my opponent thinking? Okay, looks like the trade is forced, except they go here. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about. I think my pawn is going to be on time. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, looks like their king is coming in. So I need to bring my king as well. I need to bring my king. If I push, ooh, but I can push forward. What was I even thinking? Can't I just push forward? Let's say I push forward. If you capture here, simply capture here. I simply promote. I simply promote. I don't have to capture. When I capture, that's when you win. I don't have to capture. Okay. I'm going to queen here. If you capture, I make a new queen. All right, and that's GG's. In the 2 games I played today, the pawns actually won me the game. Pawn promotion actually won me the game. In the other one, I had a pawn sitting here and with the support of my rook. And in this one, I had 2 pawns, and that's just GG's.